Oh. I deadass could have just ruined the entire set.
I deadass could have just died.
I could have.
You gotta clap.
Alright, let me stand up. Let me make that ass clap.
Looks good.
Yeah. I used to struggle so much with, like, aligning the clap thing, and then I was like, why don't I just slow down the fucking... Like, I would try and do it with the footage full speed.
Oh, yeah, no, now that I've been editing the audio a lot more, there's a lot of things that I've been learning that are easier, like little shortcuts and stuff that make things easier, and, like, that's definitely one of them. Anyway, I can't believe we've never talked about how we, like, personally knew Stanley Tucci when we were younger.
Yeah, we really knew Stanley Tucci.
We were what, elementary school-ish, and, like, did you go to his house?
I went to his house.
Stanley Tucci, famous actor, Hunger Games, Captain America, the whole 9 yards.
He plays I feel like I've had to explain this to people in the past.
I've almost never had to explain this to people.
Well, I have. So in the Hunger Games, he's like the guy who would interview the contestants before they dropped off the dropship.
Yeah, guys, Hunger Games ripped off Fortnite.
The Hunger Games was like basically the first battle royale.
Aside from Battle Royale, which is the TV show that this was based off of.
You think I give a fuck about that?
But yeah, Stanley Tucci not only lived in our town, but his kids went to our elementary school when we were in elementary school. They were in our grade, and they were kind of hype.
I played soccer with his son for like a long time.
Yeah. His daughter was and still is incredibly hot.
Dime piece.
Just like, oh my goodness. It slipped my mind that, like, I knew this person at all. And then over, I think, not quarantine, but like right before quarantine, it was probably like 2019 or something. Maybe 10 years since I had seen her. I was like, I'm just going to follow her on Instagram. Let's see what happens. And she accepted it. She and like obviously a lot of our friends from elementary school also followed her because, like, her dad's very famous. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I wonder if she remembers me. And then I was like, oh my God, she's so hot. She's so hot. How is she so hot? But yeah, that's a fun and interesting thing.
Athletic as well.
Yes, no, absolutely.
Always a plus.
100%. Like, between her and her brother, like, I didn't know him as well, but, like, I definitely hung out with him a little bit. And it was funny because I remember the moment I realized this was when I was watching Captain America with my dad. And
you saw him in it?
My uncle in the theaters. And I was like, why does that guy look so familiar? And my dad was like, oh, that's Stanley Tucci. It was just like, oh yeah, he's like an actor or something, right? It was like, yeah. No, wait, hold on. Wait, like Stanley Tucci? Like the guy that I like, that guy? He's like, yeah, you know that guy. It's like, oh, that's sick.
Yeah, but he moved to England.
Yeah, I was very upset about that because I also had a crush on his daughter in elementary school.
I did not. I've never had a crush on her, but, like, you know, some people just are good looking. I'm trying to burp away from the mic, all right? Give me some respect.
You can burp into the mic. I edit the audio now. I can just take it out.
So, hey, this is an us thing. I used to edit the audio until we decided we didn't really mind, but now we're back on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because in the last episode that we just posted, I explicitly stated, hey, we never edit the audio, so nothing ever matters anyway. We just keep everything in, and that's not true anymore. We now edit the audio, and it takes a while, but it's fun.
But to be clear, that's the episode that was uploaded before we recorded this, and not the episode that was uploaded before this one was uploaded.
Do we have one more in the vault?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so.
This is episode 46.
We have one more episode in the vault. So 2 episodes ago. You know what I mean?
No. We just. This is stupid. This whole conversation is dumb. No one wants to hear this. Yeah, but like so it's weird because every time I talk about Stanley Tucci to someone, they're like, "Who is that?" I'm like, "Oh, it's this guy, like the doctor from Captain America." They're like, "Sure, yeah, sure." And that's the most I get out of it.
No, he's an incredibly famous actor. The only questions I ever get about him are people confusing him with what's his name, Mark Strong.
Who the hell is Mark Strong?
A very similarly white bald guy that plays almost the exact same roles as him, but he's not him.
Dude, everyone confuses him with Johnny Sins.
Yeah. But yeah, we knew Stanley Tucci, and that was fun. And his daughter's
And
really
we're
hot.
trying to flex on all y'all.
Yeah, and his daughter's really hot. And hey, Isabel, if you're
No, stop. No.
if you're listening to the podcast, you can email me. But yeah, this is Who Asked.
The most inconsequential show on the internet.
I'm Alex,
I'm Aaron.
and we talk about our opinions despite the fact that nobody asked.
And we're in person.
Woo! Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
For like a few, I don't know how many episodes. Not many, because we only got a week.
Aaron's home for a week, and we're going to take advantage of it. And another thing about that is that
Don't
we're
worry,
going
guys.
to...
I'm used to being taken advantage of. It's okay.
I love taking advantage of other people,
Yeah.
and you like getting taken advantage of. I feel like this really works out.
Yeah. It's a real
Symbiotic relationship.
dominant submissive.
Oh yes, yeah. 100%, definitely.
Yeah.
In any relationship, in any case, I would definitely be seen as the dominant.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%.
Yeah.
And if you know Alex, you would agree.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So we feel like we want to move into some new stuff. We've been very rigid in our topics recently, and we want to make things a little bit more conversational. So instead of just like very rigid topics and psych stuff, we're just gonna experiment for a few episodes and see how things go, and just like be a little bit more conversational. We're basically gonna have a few prompts, very conversational prompts, and just talk about it.
We did this we tried this like a while ago. I think like it's similar to what we were trying to do in the past.
But I feel like not only are we better at it now, but we have a better approach to it now as well.
Yeah, I think so. I think let's just get into it.
Yeah,
less meta talk and more talk. I said what I said.
I know you did. All right, let's just get into it. So our first little, we're just gonna just have a little questions and ask each other stuff and see how it goes. See
what
just,
happens.
Yeah, and if we go on tangents, that's just how it is. And the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about, Aaron. What's the worst date? Maybe not the worst, but what are some of the worst dates you've ever been on? Unless you want me to go first.
No, I can. There's one sort of thing I could talk about. So there was this girl that I dated in high school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not like I don't know how to describe this. Not the one that didn't go to our school. The one that did go to our school.
Gotcha.
Her
name.
Her name was Jason.
Actually, honestly, we're gonna talk about a few people. We should give pseudonyms right now.
No, I feel like we don't have to give pseudonyms. We'll just say like it was this girl. Like we don't have to get that deep into it. But anyway,
Okay. We'll see how you feel at like 3 dates from now.
I don't want to say that like there was one specific date that was bad, but the real problem was that her parents wouldn't let us hang out at any house. Like we couldn't hang out at a house together.
I remember that you were talking about this after you guys broke up.
And so basically I'm a guy who really like values like the physical contact part of relationships, just like hugs and cuddles and shit like that.
Right.
And so like the only way to really get that was the movie theater. So we only dated for like 3 months. We saw an absurd amount of movies in that time. But the other thing about it is that I want to be clear. I'm not trying to talk shit on this girl, even though she'll never hear this. She's
just gonna passively get dunked on, just when facts are stated and dunks occur.
I haven't talked to her in a while. I'm sure she's very nice and doing very well, and I wish the best for her. This is far from a grudge, but it was just like organizing a date was painful. It was painful, and then the dates were always in a movie theater, and I was trying to do more than any person should do in a movie theater, and it was just from an objective perspective, like subjectively, I regret nothing. Objectively, it was probably heinous.
Objectively, you are the worst kind of person to be in a movie theater with. So fuck you. But
subjectively, it's not like if you and I went to see a movie, you'd be like, it's not like if you and I went to see a movie, you'd be like, chill. All right, dog. None of that shit.
Yeah, that's Interesting. I definitely know the vibe though. First of all, I am very familiar with how shitty it is to be like how cut this. How shitty this is to be like the person that always has to plan the date and have it be so difficult to actually like get there. Just like planning every little detail, and it's like pulling teeth with them. Like, when are you free? Oh, I can't do this time. I didn't ask when you can't do it. I said, when are you free? Like,
well, dude, it was the sort of shit where it's like, do you want to go on a date? Yes. Like, can you ask your parents if it's okay? Yeah, I'll ask my parents. 2 days later, have you asked your parents? I don't. Like, I'll get to it, but it's just been awkward. I'm like, okay. And so this exchange would start on a Monday. It would get to Friday, which would be the weekend of the date. And I'd be like, have you asked your parents? And then she'd be like, I haven't, and it's kind of too late. They want to get planned in advance. And I'm like, like, do you
and that's on
me,
you.
I guess. I don't know.
In the movie theater, of course.
The best setting for those sorts of things.
But I totally understand that it's like fucking pulling teeth. It is awful, and it is certainly not the best mindset to be going into a date, even when it does work out anyway.
Yeah, 100%. Because you feel frustrated, and you're like, do you like me? Do you want to spend time with me or not?
Why would you say that? That's really fucked up of you to say that. It's like you're so distant. I can't talk to you. Relational
It's like,
issues.
you never talk to me. Okay, hey, text the next day. Hey, what's up?
Who the fuck are you? How did you get this number? Oh, it's Aaron. What's up?
I've called the police.
I am the police.
You accidentally text 911. You up?
Booty call 911.
I know you like.
I didn't say it until you said
for the concept alone.
I thought that would have been a hilarious title to an episode, and you were not about it.
Titles have to flow off the tongue, and Booty Call 911 just doesn't quite do it for me.
Because it wasn't Booty Call 911, it was Booty Call Emergency Services, and I thought that was fucking hilarious, and that really flowed off the tongue.
So we were talking about Booty Call 911, but when you say Booty Call Emergency Services, that's actually worse.
That actually really does it for me. I'm actually super hard right now. Now that you mentioned emergency services.
I know you are. From experience, I can say that you are definitely hard right now.
Yeah. Anyway, so my date started with a quick 911 call. But yeah.
Anyway, yeah, get on more onto your date. It's your turn.
Ooh.
I want to hear.
So I have one or two I could definitely talk about. They're definitely shitty dates that I went on, but however, just to preface, they're both of them are about me being a complete asshole. I was genuinely not being a good person in either scenario, and it's almost 100% on me, but like, it's not, so that's cool.
They're learning experiences.
100%.
You're trying to figure out who you are, who you do.
Exactly, yeah. So anyway, the first one, I was a freshman in college, and I had been dating one of my friend's friends. Like, we met mutually, and
Friend of a friend.
Yeah.
That's classic.
And it was pretty nice. I just we dated for like a little over a month, and it was nice. Like, it was cool to get to know her and everything, but I just wasn't entirely about it. And I was learning that over time. Like, I remember I even talked to you about it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I want to take some credit for the trajectory of where this went. Not the way you went about things, because I had no part in that. I didn't tell you what to do. I feel like I was helpful.
No, you were. I hadn't talked to you in months, because this was us coming into college, and we hadn't talked in a long time, just because just virtue of not seeing each other, not really able to play games and stuff. We were very busy, and this was the first time I talked to you in months. And I texted you, and I was like, hey, I don't know how to feel. This is my this is the vibe I'm getting with this girl. It's nice, but I don't know if it's something I want to keep up with. And
side note on that topic of not talking to each other, I would say that the video game Apex Legends saved our friendship. Not saved, but revived our friendship. Anyway, continue.
We birthed the idea for the podcast while playing the game.
Yeah. Ridiculous. Yeah. Anyway, continue. So
great. Big shout out to Apex. Anyway, so I broke this girl's heart.
Anyway, so I killed this woman.
So Aaron basically like helped me realize like what I was feeling. I was like, I should probably end things to like not drag things on and not like keep up a false facade. She did not live here.
A false facade as opposed to a real facade.
A false appearance / a facade. My bad. That's on.
What is a false facade? It's like
it's telling the truth. It's an ox.
No, it's more complicated than that. Naturally,
Shit.
It's like you pretend like you're putting on you act like the way you're acting is fake, but it's actually real.
No, I think like you're pretending to be one way, and never mind. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Neither do I. We just made up a term. Anyway, cool. Continue. So you decided that you wanted to.
Yeah, I decided I was probably going to break up with her. She did not live here, and so, or even close to school, and so it was spring break, and so
she doesn't go to this school. You wouldn't know her.
She's real though. She's so she stayed at my friend's place over spring break. Like she knew this was like our mutual friend, so like it made more sense. She knew her, so. And she was very excited that, I mean, like I was excited, but I was like, I'm probably going to break up with her. But she was at our friend's house. I took her out on a date. We went to my favorite deli spot.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We got food. We got sandwiches. We were like, she was like vibing to my music and stuff, which was like a lot of fun. That was cool. But then I pulled into my friend's driveway where she was staying for the whole week. It was Monday, I believe.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter because
because she was staying for like a calendar
She was
week.
staying in my town for the whole week at my friend's house, and I broke up with her in my friend's driveway, with my favorite sandwich in my hand, and she was really sad.
She was like, "You see the meat in the sandwich in your hand? That's the only meat you're getting this week."
So my sandwich is like has a lot of mayo in it, and it's kind of falling apart, kind of like us.
Oh my god!
No. See, so the worst part. Well, I was like, I didn't want to be like that much of an asshole about it, even though I should have at least either waited till the end of the week or done almost anything else.
One more.
What's up?
This sandwich is good. The ingredients are good, but I don't really like the bun. Just like I don't like your buns.
Like get
the fuck out.
This is probably my favorite sandwich from my favorite sandwich place ever. Like, this is awesome. I really fucking hate you though. No, like I wanted to be considerate about her feelings. We stayed in the car. Like we talked for a while. We talked for a long time, and I was like, she was like really really letting it all out, and I'm like, this is good. I don't want to like be too much of an asshole. I really have to get to my dentist appointment. I'm so late for my dentist appointment, and if I don't do it now, then I'm gonna have to come back. I'm gonna have to come back to school because we're on spring break. I planned it because we were on spring break, and if I miss it, I'm gonna have to reschedule it. And did I even explain it all like that? No. All I said was, I remember one of my last.
Wait, so this is all you'd already told her that you wanted to end it, or like
we had been talking for like an hour at that point.
But like, did the conversation start with you wanting to end it, or end with you wanting to?
No, the conversation started like I pulled into the driveway, put it in park, and I was like, "We need to talk. I don't want to do this anymore." And the conversation ended with one of the last things that I said to her was something along the lines of like your feelings are valid. I'm sorry that I'm ruining your spring break and it has to be like this. I'm super late for my dentist appointment right now, though. No, stop. I'm super late for my dentist appointment right now. I need you to get out of the car. She wouldn't fucking leave. I dead ass had to kick her out of my car because I had to go to my dentist appointment. And hey, this was when I started flossing, which is love flossing. Flossing is really great and just like really great feeling and everything. Don't even make a joke about the dance. We've been through this. I wanted to flex to my hygienist. That I'd started flossing and I didn't want to miss this dentist appointment, and she wouldn't get the fuck out of my car.
Oh.
And the best part about all of this though was not only was that the last words that I said to her, but also when I got to my dentist appointment on time, by the way, I flew to that dentist. He was like, "How was your day?" And I was like, "Well," and he was like, "Damn, and you made it here on time too." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Nice." It's like, dude, I swear to God, I'm not making this up. He fucking gave me a fist bump.
Dude,
Anyway, that was an awful date. It was a pretty bad experience. I felt pretty bad for kicking her out of my car.
yeah, I'm sure she would agree with you. That was one of the worst dates she's ever been on.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Again, me being an asshole, there was a lot of better ways I could have handled that. But I was late for my dentist appointment, and I was
The peak of inexperience. The absolute shithousery that went on.
yeah. I was an asshole to her. I was an asshole to my friend who now had to like hang on to my now ex-girlfriend who was now sad and on her couch for a whole week, and she had to like deal with that instead of enjoying her spring break. It was a pretty bad time all around. I felt pretty bad because, breaking up with someone.
Listen, I know that your parents just died in a house fire and you're really trying to process that information, and I'm your main outlet for your emotional issues, but my pet snail really needs food right now. She's very hungry. I'm about 20 minutes late behind her schedule and she gets very cranky. So I'm going to have to kick you the fuck out of my therapist office.
I know this last month was like going pretty well. Like it wasn't, but like it felt like it was. We've been doing a lot. I know that like your brother's on life support right now. He was hit by a car. I could take you there, but if I don't get to this reservation, like they're gonna charge me for not coming on time. And so,
wait, so what are you saying?
What I'm saying is get the fuck out of my car. I want empanadas.
But what about, I just bought that strap on. Am I going to have to return that?
What strap on? Like put it in the back.
Are you not actually into pegging? I thought we were going to peg.
Oh, no. Everything was a lie except that. The whole relationship was a lie. That was real, though.
Okay, good. I was looking forward to getting my shit sucked.
Yeah.
Who's going to suck my shit now?
I don't know, your brother?
I'm way past that stage.
Yeah. But that's on me. That's on me.
When like, this is not related, but it's related to what I just said, kind of.
Go for it.
So you know how like most people when they were kids would shower with their parents?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So, I was like, this somehow came up in a conversation with my friends, like at school.
Okay.
And we were just like talking, and we're like, yeah, like it wasn't about with parents first, but it was like how, when you were younger, you let the like water go down your arm and off your fingers,
Yeah.
like you're
like your water bending.
or
like,
something like that. And then like, I can't make this shit up. I really wish I could make a joke
because it's not gonna be real. Go for it.
So he's like, yeah, when I was younger, I used to do that with the water that would flow off my dad's dick.
Sorry, did you say that? Or
No, my friend said that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He was like, yeah, the water would go down my dad's body and like go off his dick, and I would use that water.
Straight from the source. From flowing tide to flowing tide, I am the avatar.
From flowing dick to... Dude.
Dad's like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Dude, how many times...
No, have you watched this TV show? It's super cool.
And not only that, but he'd say that's the water he used to, like, wash himself. Man straight up washed himself with dick water.
All right. But here's a flex for him, though. His dad was probably hung in order for this to occur. Like, to be essentially a second shower head, like, that dude must have a pretty large penis. Is it genetic? Who's to say? But it might be. And so maybe your friend has a pretty big dick, and that was the reason he brought that up.
Not at all.
Gotcha.
How many times do you think his dad was actually pissing and he was just washing himself with piss? I want to venture to say at least 25% of the time.
Yeah, because like even when just like the trickle down of the water, there's only so much that's going to be coming off the dick. It's not like a stream. It's not. If it is a stream, he's probably peeing.
Side question: So did you used to like shower with your parents? I feel like almost everyone.
I mean, yeah, probably like a few times. Just like the weird phase between like you're too young and they're bathing you, and now you're between that and like you're too old to be like bathed, but like you still need a little bit of help. And there's probably like a small amount of time that everyone generally had to do that.
What age would you say?
I don't know, like 15, 16.
God damn it, that's where I was going. But you just
Fuck
beat me.
you. Comedic timing.
Yeah, like I just stopped showering with my parents like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
It's really difficult. I don't know how to.
16? Yeah. Well,
How old? 16. You know how old I am.
So what are you struggling with in the shower now that you're not showering with your parents anymore?
Like, how do you wash your arms?
It's pretty straightforward, man. See, I started doing this recently too, and I've been learning the ropes. So you get the shampoo, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of shampoo.
Yeah.
Throw it down the drain. You don't need it. Conditioner. That's what goes on the arms.
The shampoo is actually for cleaning the drain.
Shampoo's clean. You have to wash your hands to put the soap on, and you should wash your hands with shampoo.
Dude, soap is hella dirty. Make sure to wash your hands before and after.
With what? Shampoo?
No, you fucking dummy. I couldn't think of anything fast enough.
Do you have any other dates you want to talk about?
Oh, I do. Oh, don't I?
Let's each do one. Let's each do one more.
Okay, so this is ironic because it was for my own birthday.
Oh, congrats! Happy birthday.
And thanks, man. I just turned the you have to shower on your own age.
Oof, 17 is a big year, man.
I know, it's tough. I don't even know how to squeeze a bottle. How do you like?
I think grasping behavior is one of the first things that an infant learns. Like literally to just like flex their hands.
Well, the first thing,
it's one of the first things you learn as a human being.
Well, it's like one of the first processes. It's like first thing you do is like you reach.
Okay,
at things,
okay.
And then eventually you grasp. But anyway, what is this? A psychology podcast?
Not anymore.
So basically, it was this was with my ex-girlfriend that like I dated for a long time at the end of high school.
Yeah. So different girl from the first girl.
Yes, long distance. Didn't go to our high school. She came for my birthday, and basically we were in South Norwalk, Connecticut, and. You know,
it's like a pretty like city-ish place.
Yes, but there's a nice part to Norwalk, South Norwalk, and then there's next to it, there's a very bad part of Norwalk.
Yeah, Sono's not the best place to be.
So there used to be this really nice pasta restaurant. Mm-hmm. I fucking love pasta. So our goal was to go to that pasta restaurant and then go to a movie because there's a movie theater right there. So we're like, this was before I had my own car to drive, I guess. So we got dropped off by my mom like on the sidewalk, and all we had to do was walk like a few blocks to the fucking to the place. Yeah, to the restaurant. And I'm usually like really good with maps. Usually I'm very good with navigation. Massively fucked this one up. Massively fucked it up. Walked the exact opposite direction, and we were I was confident. I was like, I'm following the map. I'm really good at this, and we just kept walking deeper and deeper into this dangerous fucking neighborhood. Just like so unsettling, and we just kept walking, and like. We were both like, what the fuck? Like, because I knew that this wasn't right. And like, she obviously.
And she's like wasn't from there. So like, she had no idea.
She didn't know, but like, she could tell, like, this is not where we were supposed to go. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, we got maybe like 10 blocks into it.
You went 10 blocks and didn't think to turn around? What the fuck?
I don't know Norwalk well enough, man. I was like, it's gotta be here. And there's there's like not good enough service, so the map wasn't updating, and eventually we were like, this is just not worth it anymore. So we turn around. We're like, we gotta get. It was so, like, it's just an awful neighborhood, and we were like, there's approximately like a 45% chance we get mugged or some shit. Like
easily, especially like being that young, and probably how you guys looked. Were probably not great factors either.
No. And she was terrified. She was having an awful time. I'm trying to pretend like it's all chill. I'm shitting my pants. I'm shitting my fucking pants. And then eventually we get back out, and I look at my phone, and I'm like, we were walking the wrong way the whole time. That's crazy. And probably my fault. Like, I probably was the issue.
So that's a false facade. That is a false facade. It was clearly your fault, and you were putting on a facade that it might have been your fault, which is false, because you know and she knows it was 100% your fault. That is a false facade.
Anyway, so We figure it out. We walk to the restaurant. What happens when we get to the restaurant? Closed permanently, forever.
You didn't even like check the website or anything. No wonder why your map sent you the wrong way. It probably didn't fucking exist and it didn't know.
No. The map did send me the right way. I just didn't follow it correctly.
Jesus
When I
Christ.
got there, done.
A lose-lose situation.
Yeah, there was no benefit at the end. So we ended up going to this shitty ass restaurant like down the street because we were like, we're fucked. So we just like walked and found a place and just went and ate.
What an awful time. The best thing about that is that there's a lot of like funny date stories where it's like, yeah, we wanted to go to this place, but we needed a reservation or they were booked or something like that. So we went to this like dingy bar or like this random diner or whatever. And weirdly, it was like one of the best times of our life just because like we were just shooting the shit for a few hours. It was just like such a nice time. The food was like whatever, but who cares? Like it was nice company. It's like, no, it fucking sucked all around. Everything sucked.
Well, the restaurant, it was like, I don't know, it was like a 5 out of 10. It was this restaurant that was focused on bacon. Like it was very bacon central.
That sounds very 5 out of 10
like
of a restaurant.
You get bacon like just as an appetizer, like it's all like bacon cheeseburger. So like that was cool, I guess. Like I don't know, like I wasn't
Stop putting up a false facade. How do you feel?
I wasn't into bacon for like a while. Like actually her family, that ex-girlfriend's family is what got me into bacon. Like, I didn't like the concept of bacon. Don't ask me why, because I don't have an explanation. And then, like, I just ate bacon at her house one time. And from then on, I was normal.
Yeah, I mean, like, I understand. I know some people just, like, aren't about bacon, which is fine. Some people don't eat bacon for religious reasons. Also fine. But, you know, it's whatever. And if you're into it, you're into it. But if you're crazy about it, that's fucking weird. Don't do that. That's weird.
What do you mean?
You remember there was like an internet trend where like bacon was like God's gift to Earth, and it was yeah, those people are weird.
How much do you like bacon?
A normal amount. If it's there, I'll have it. If not, I'm not gonna. I most of the time won't pay an extra $2.15 to put it on my burger.
What's the exact like tipping point? Would you pay $1.50?
I would pay $1.50. I would pay $1.50 for bacon.
$1.75.
You're pushing me. It depends on the place at this point. If it's like a no-name diner, yes, because that's probably going to be good. If it's going to be like a nice, it's hard to say a nicer restaurant because it's like a burger.
When you know bacon is a definite improvement.
Max I'll go is $1.75, maybe $2 depending on the day.
Okay. We'll leave it at that. I was going to try and find like fine margin. Like, would you pay $1.86?
It's hard for me to say that just because I know that I know people that would literally just ejaculate at the thought of bacon, and so like just this it's hard to pin down an exact number because you know people have so many different.
You on the bed, huh? You ready? Bacon.
Baby, I want to try something different in the bed tonight. Why is there so much oil and grease on is this bacon? What the fuck? It's kind of hot.
You have you know how you put like a path of rose petals? You do it. You lead the path.
Food on the floor.
No. Well, yes, but that's not where I was going. A path of rose petals leading to the stove, where there's bacon.
I thought it was like little bits of bacon leading up the stairs to your bedroom, and you're just sitting there completely naked, bacon over your dick, just like. What do you think?
That's exactly where I was going too.
Awesome.
Like a bacon cock ring.
Oh, I was not going there. Tell me more about that.
That's about it.
All right, cool.
I don't feel like talking about that anymore. I've
got one more date.
Yeah. Toss it. Throw your hat in the ring.
So, in junior year of high school, I went to 2 proms because I'm kind of sick nasty with it. You know, it's whatever.
Yeah, that's why.
I went to my junior prom, and then I went to a friend is a strong term. I didn't really know her that well.
Acquaintance.
I mean, kind of, yeah. Like I met her on like a religious retreat the year before. I hadn't talked to her in a long time, but like obviously like she was part of our small group and stuff, and she was nice. It was like it was a lot of fun in our small group, and so like
did you find her attractive at all?
No,
All right,
not at all.
Well, that's that.
But like she was nice, and like we like had some good times together. So it was just like
sure, yeah.
And then she texted me out of the blue like, hey, like I asked a few guys that to like take me to my senior prom. I don't have a date. Like, are you free on this time? Would you want to come? And like I was like a junior going to senior prom. I'm like, hell yeah, this is awesome, 100%.
Yeah.
And it was pretty cool. It was pretty far away, which kind of sucked. But what was cool about all of that was I didn't know this girl that well, and like we knew each other, but like we weren't like into each other or anything. So my 17-year-old mind was like, so I'm free to do whatever I want at this prom with no repercussions, and everything's gonna be fine. That's what's going to happen. Everything's going to be fine. And so we went and we started out. We had a pretty good time. Especially because like I didn't know anyone, so it was just like me meeting a lot of new people, which was like really fun. But my date, she went to go like hang out with some of her other friends, and like she just like left me at the table. It was like, all right, fucking whatever, I don't care. Like I can meet new people. This is fine. And so I started like talking to this girl on the dance floor. She was like, I remember she was looking at me, and like we were talking a lot. Like we were talking about just like nerdy stuff. We were talking like I was vibing with this girl a lot more than my date. And
it's because you went and you knew you like weren't interested in your date.
Yeah, but obviously there was. I definitely had some responsibility to like.
I understand. I'm just understanding why you vibed more with that girl.
Yeah.
But like. Then there's this thing called like common courtesy.
Yes, so that's the thing that I didn't do. The common courtesy, that's the thing I didn't do. Oh, totally forgot to preface again. Another story about me being a complete asshole, and I shouldn't have done any of the things that I did.
Continue.
Meaning the date was terrible because I fucked it up. But I can recognize that, and you can learn from those mistakes. Anyway, so I made out with that girl after the slow dance, and it was pretty cool because I hadn't done anything like that with anyone in a while, and I was like, this is cool, and I'm a baller. I'm like making out with a senior from another school, and none of my friends are gonna believe me. This is cool.
Anyway, we fucked in public.
We pulled away, and then we talked a little bit more after, and then my original date came up to me and was just like, were you was that because apparently that was one of her closest friends who was just happened to have not been sitting at the table. And I gloriously fucked that up because I took a friend to prom, to her prom, by the way, not my prom, her prom, and made out with one of her friends. And I was just like, yeah, what's wrong?
Hey, yo, what did I do? What did I do?
And
No, what did I do? No, tell me. What did I do?
Sir, you took off all of your clothes and just started dancing on the dance floor, covered in bacon.
Well, you don't like some good dick?
No. The dick was great. I'm not upset about that.
What's the problem?
It's the bacon. This was like a specifically like vegetarian themed prom.
Is this sorry, I didn't know this was a Muslim school. It was my bad.
No. It's not religious or anything. This is just a vegetarian themed prom. It was just like specifically.
I'm sorry,
like, no.
What is the vegetarian?
I'm sorry, are you having a stroke? Do you need me to booty call emergency services?
It's Devin.
Oh no, he's just stupid. This is fine. Okay, so vegetarian.
That was my stroke impression.
That was not good.
Wasn't it?
That was not good.
Well, I've never had a stroke, so I haven't studied. Like, it's not like
that's really fucked up of you to speak on behalf of people that have had strokes.
So I've been studying strokes for a while, like. And not anything about like how to cure it or like the symptoms or like how to understand it. Just
not even the right topic. Breast strokes, freestyle strokes, pen strokes. I have no idea what's going on. The medical community laughed at me because I don't know what's up.
Yeah, my dad had a stroke last week, but it was a freestyle stroke. It was sick.
That's hype, man. Yeah, he drowned.
He went off, dude.
He went off for like 30 seconds, and then he didn't keep swimming, and then
no. Dude, he went off on the mic, dude. We're releasing it on Spotify next month. It's gonna be sick.
What's it called?
It's called My Dad Had a Stroke.
Damn. Pretty straightforward. I like it.
Yeah, I'm pretty creative.
But yeah, I ruined my friend's prom night because I'm stupid and I shouldn't have done that. And it was a pretty bad date for me too because I felt pretty bad on the way home.
Don't try and make this about you. Fuck.
Yeah, it's a funny story though.
Yeah, so I'm the victim because the shitty thing that I did made me feel bad.
Yeah, I felt super bad because like I wanted to keep making out with this girl. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? It's just like you're my date. I took you took me to prom. This was the whole point of this. And it's just like, I don't know who you are. This is kind of weird.
Just gaslight the shit out of her.
I don't know who you are. This is kind of weird. Anyway, are you getting in this limo too? That's super cool. I'm actually going this way too.
I never met you before. I don't know who the fuck you are.
I don't know how my stuff ended up at your house. This is actually pretty interesting.
Where am I?
Who am I? Where is she?
You have a stroke. That's what you do. You have a stroke to get out of it.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Like a breaststroke, like a freestyle stroke.
You can't do that again. You can't do that again. That joke was funny one time.
But yeah, those were some pretty bad dates that we've had. Honestly, I have more, but maybe we can come back to it another time.
Yeah. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah. Other than me being an entire asshole.
An entire ass, as opposed to like part of an asshole.
No, the
like
full,
just the sphincter, or like maybe like the. Okay, no, never mind. Continue.
No, the full unadulterated asshole. That's me.
Okay,
Alex. Next thing, we're gonna talk about advice. Some bad advice we've been given, or bad advice we've taken, or maybe even just like things that we thought we were doing right because like maybe we heard it somewhere and we didn't. We were very wrong. Yeah. Anyway, so I went on this date with this girl.
Got anything off the bat?
Right off the bat, something pretty small, something pretty easy. I learned how to cook chicken cutlet the absolute wrong way. And I had done it for like a year or two before I started experimenting with it myself. And like, it's basically I would fry in olive oil, which is wrong. You don't fry things in olive oil.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. That's what I was doing though.
In olive oil?
Yep, olive oil.
Oh my God.
And not only that,
I was frying things in baby oil. So that was probably...
I was frying things in babies. Just like really...
I was frying babies.
No. Frying things in babies. They were just like super hot babies.
Frying babies in other babies.
Right. Okay. Now you know what's up. Yeah. They weren't like temperature hot though. They were like just super attractive babies.
You can't say that.
So not only was I frying chicken cutlet in olive oil, wrong, but I was also using the wrong type of like Italian seasoning for it. You're supposed to like put in like breadcrumbs and everything to, get the outside nice and crispy. Yeah, but I was using like a really like fine grained Italian seasoning that wasn't like you could make chicken cutlet in it, but like it's not going to get you that like actual like chicken cutlet texture, like the crunchy. Like nice, like thick outside. It was just like a really fine grain seasoning on the outside that was incredibly soggy because that's how olive oil works. And I just made really soggy chicken cutlets that I thought were bomb for a really long time. And
then eating like fucking like wet, sloppy, soggy fucking chicken.
Yes.
And you're like, damn, this shit fucking slaps.
Yes, I would cook it for my friends too. Like this happened up until college. Like the first semester that it was until like the first semester like last year that I was still cooking it like this, and I was like, I've seen my roommate fry his like when he does like fried chicken, he does his stuff in vegetable oil. Let me try that out. And not only did I try that out, but I also got panko breadcrumb seasoning, which is like a lot like larger.
It's real.
It's what you're supposed to, fry chicken cutlet in. And so I did that, and it was super crispy and a lot better now. And I was lied to.
You were just...
And again, this is about me.
You were just...
I'm the victim here. I had some soggy chicken.
You were just serving up sloppy, wet, sloppy shit your entire life.
And I thought it was the shit. I thought it was the bomb.
It literally was the shit.
I mean, it tasted good. It just like wasn't the right texture. And I was like, I wonder why it's not... It's like so wet. It must be something else. It must be something else, and not the one wet thing that I'm putting into it.
Olive oil. How much fucking olive oil would you use?
Well, no, okay. It wasn't like a deep fry. Like I wasn't like deep frying. It was just like it's like pan frying. So like you would cover the bottom in olive oil.
Using like a gallon of olive oil, just fucking tossing it in.
Yeah, guys, I can make chicken cutlet this week, but I don't think I can waste like another $50 on olive oil. Like, olive oil is like really expensive. Alex, what do you mean you're $50? What the fuck? Why do you need that much olive oil? Well, I mean like, to coat the entire chicken and to like fill up the bucket, and like that's how you do that, right?
Now I'm just thinking of someone who drinks olive oil from a cup. Yeah, so what drinks do you have in your house? So we have milk, we have orange juice, we have water, we have olive oil.
Bartender, I need the strongest shit you got, man. Make it a double. Like, oh, I got the shit for you. Pulls up that cup of vegetable oil. Pull it away. No. I said the hardest shit. And he's like, you don't mean. I do. It's gonna cost you. It's expensive. Give me a double olive oil on the rocks.
Yeah, I just came up with this new cocktail. So
There's no alcohol in it. It's just olive oil. Bon appetit.
vodka. No, it's yo. You ever heard of?
Vodka oil.
Yeah, vodka oil.
Oh God, it just doesn't mix. It's just
Nope. So it's it's gin.
Mm-hmm.
It's Coke
in a vodka oil.
and oil. Petrol.
Baby oil.
Every oil.
Mm-hmm.
What oil would be the best to drink?
Oof. I'm gonna have to say olive oil probably goes down better than vegetable oil. They're also probably the only edible oils, you know? I mean, actually, hey, maybe avocado oil. That's a little bit different.
Yeah, you could definitely eat avocado oil.
No, they like sell avocado oil. It's like a cheaper olive.
No, I know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's all over my cooking TikTok.
It's all over me.
I bathe myself in it. I slather myself.
Yeah, like when it trickles off my dad's dick. Is there any bad advice
So
you
I
take?
get in the shower, then my dad pours avocado oil over himself, and it comes off his dick. And then I use that to slather myself. And that's how I shower.
Yeah.
Still.
Oh. Nice. Congrats. Do you have any bad advice you've taken?
So, man, I've been thinking about it, and I can't think of, like, explicit advice.
I know that this was definitely a tough one to come up with,
But, like, the thing that came to mind for me was, like, I went to a summer camp for a long time. I was a camper at the summer camp, and then I was a counselor at the summer camp.
Mm-hmm.
Different eras of time within the camp.
Right.
Things that my counselors did to me.
You know, like before you were showering with your dad, and also after still showering with your dad.
How many times? Yeah, actually, I brought my dad to camp with me so that I could shower.
No, you brought your dad, but he was also the communal dad for everybody else. He was very clean by the end of the weekend. I'm sorry. The summer.
You only shower on the weekend?
That's on me. That's my bad.
I was going to say something else, but I'm just going to leave it there. Anyway, there were like so many things that like my counselors would do to me that I would absolutely get fired for doing to my campers.
Okay.
Example 1.
Okay.
Sometime, like after dinner, there would always be an evening activity, right? And when I was a camper, I'd say I was like 12. Me and my bunkmates would ask my counselors, what are we doing for evening activity? And a lot of times, one of my counselors, he was from Scotland. I won't say his name, but he was very nice. I loved him a lot. He would say, R word I can't say, in the woods. R-I-T-W. R word that I'm not allowed to say, that I'm not going to say, in the woods. I think you could figure out what R word I'm referencing.
I'm between a few, but at this point, it kind of doesn't matter.
It's like...
I got it. No, I got it.
It's something you would go to jail for.
Right.
And we would just be like... And it just became like this funny joke. And it would just like... And it was funny. And like we all knew it was like joke. And it was fine. No one ever got in trouble.
Quick small aside. For the last maybe 30 seconds, I've been trying to think of a word that starts with the letter R. Can't think of... Like that is normal. That is normal. That I was just going to be like, oh... A regular
any word that starts with
any
R?
word that starts with the letter R. Couldn't think of anything. I not only was I barely listening to the story, I still have been absorbing the story. Couldn't think of a word that started with the letter R that wasn't the bad words. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. And I just, I don't know why that happened, but that's what happened.
Yeah.
And that's absolutely not allowed anymore. I think that is pretty clear.
Yeah.
You cannot get away with that anymore.
No, it's fucked, man. It's fucked.
And like
pre like 2016, very different time.
Oh my God. So different.
Yeah.
20, you know what's weird is like a lot of times like 2016 gets like references like that was like the best summer ever. Of like just like so many people are like, yeah, 2016 was the shit. Like the summer of 2016. I love that summer.
Mm-hmm.
What was so like
When
what was so special?
When did Harambe get shot?
I don't have the date off the top of my head. I want to say it was 2015.
I also want to say it's 2015. Yeah, never mind. Just thinking about that. But that's interesting.
Give me a second. The enclosure for my gecko was getting too warm.
Nice.
And that's it.
Cool.
All right, we'll see you next time.
We're approaching the end of it. Do we want to? Well, what are our thoughts? Do we want to do another one? Do you want to do our last little thing or?
You know, I don't know. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
Like, I kind of want to do worst things about a job. Our last little.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah.
Do you? I feel like you have something you want.
I
don't have
definitely
anything like that. I really want to get out
definitely
there.
do. So
Go for it.
the like most significant job I've had. Our question is, what's the shittiest thing about a job that you've worked at? This is the WOTE episode, by the way. This is the worst of all time episode. Worst dates, worst advice, worst shit at a job. And so my like longest term job has been like working like driving the shuttle around campus, just driving a minivan around campus.
Yeah.
There was one like I'll do it over the school year, maybe like 10 hours a week, like nothing crazy. But there was one summer that I was doing like 25 hours a week, which is still not crazy, but like it was a lot just because like I had one shitty thing about it, I had to get up at like 4:30 in the morning every day.
Yes, sir.
In order to get to work on time because my shift started at 7:30 and it was in the city and I lived at home. So that sucked.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah, that was. I mean, there was a lot of discipline in that, which was nice. Like, you know, like I could say that like if it really came down to it, I could do that because I was able to. But at the same time, that sucked because I would basically get home at like 7 or 8 and just have to go to sleep because there's just I would have to wake up so early.
Yeah, that's really fucking shitty.
Yeah, I've complained a lot about people walking in front of the shuttle. Basically, just me driving on campus and kids having no idea. Sometimes even professors too, being on their phone, anything, just walking directly in front of a car.
Yeah, we've talked about this.
Yeah, I've talked about that at length, so I won't get into it too much. But that sucks. Just people not being aware of their surroundings and me about to hit them because it's just like I'm in the road and there's no one in the road. Oh my god, there's someone in the road. Like, and that's like something I need to take care of, and
your
not
responsibility.
And it's not like, hey, don't walk in the middle of the road when you see a car coming. So, yeah. The one thing I haven't talked about
is that where you? Oh, I was like, is that what you really wanted to bring up? Like
no.
that. Talk about it.
There's one or two things that I do want to talk about because I fucking hate it so much. Especially with like the people that I didn't know as well. They would get into the car and like, you know, it's got like the automatic doors and stuff. So like I'll hit the like open door button like as they're coming in so they get into the back seat. Sometimes I'd hit the button and they would come in the front seat and I'm just like, oh, now I have to sit next to you and talk to you. Oh. I'm gonna make this ride really shitty for you. I'm gonna take these turns. Like I wouldn't say that, but I'm gonna take these turns really fast. I'm gonna drive like pretty fast to get you out of the car as quick as possible, and I'm gonna make it so that you have such a bad time in this car that you're not gonna want to come back in. Jesus. Don't fucking come in the front. Don't come in the front unless I invite you into the front. Unless you're cool and you can hang. Don't come in the front.
Yeah, always come in the back.
Oh yeah, this is a nut free zone up top in the car. The back, it's a war zone. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, please come in the bucket. Like we have the
yes,
cum bucket. Dude, oh my god, dude, the best idea for like SpongeBob themed porn.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
The cum bucket.
They're trying to steal our secret formula. The cum bucket.
Yo, girl, your Krabby Patties are looking fucking fine. Oh my god. Jesus. What other SpongeBob themed like innuendos could you make?
I don't know. I'll Patrick Starfish that ass into the cum bucket.
What
How
does
does that
that
sound?
mean?
I don't know.
Patrick Starfish that has. You better come up with an explanation for that right now.
So
I'm not
another
moving on.
another
I'm
thing.
not moving on until you tell me what the fuck that means.
I felt like you weren't going to move on if I didn't say anything, and I was just like, "Who's on the show? Who is on the show? Patrick Star? Let's do it. Let's do it.
No. We're stuck here and we're at a crossroads.
Fuck. I don't know.
Come up with something.
The reason I said that. Let me be clear.
Let me be clear.
Let me be clear. The reason I said that was because I needed a character from the show. Patrick. Check.
Yep.
And then something sexual, and I couldn't think of anything off of his name, and we had already said the cum bucket, and I was pretty down with that.
No.
One thing
I
leads
don't
to
give
another.
a fuck about that.
What?
You need to tell me what that means now.
Oh,
What is
okay,
Patrick
okay.
Starfishing that ass?
Oh, okay. So it's when you take both hands. It's when you take both hands and just like the not like a sexy spank, but like a really like tough, very painful. No one's having fun. Like it hurt my hand so much. So it hurt like the person's hand so much, and it also hurt the person that got hit. Yeah. And then into the cum bucket, obviously. So like, there's the bucket of cum, and you hit them so hard they recoil, and they fall into the bucket. And they fall into the bucket. No one had a good time. Are you happy? Is this what you wanted?
Yeah.
Is this fucking what you wanted?
This is exactly what I was seeking. And at least it's called the Starfish because you leave like, they call it a 5-star.
Yeah. That was my thought.
You do it so hard she bleeds.
You're so hard as shit.
They. It could be anyone.
If a man can do it, so can a woman or a non-binary person of any person that you identify. Get Starfish that ass, Patrick Starfish that ass. My bad.
Facts.
Anyway,
It's nothing without the Patrick part.
now to talk about minors real quick. The last thing that I hated about the shuttle so much was that the shuttle was for university students and faculty and whatever. There is a prep. There's Fordham Prep, and they're on campus, and the shuttle's not for them. Sometimes I'll stop for them because it's just like one of them. Whatever, I'll be nice
Can
about
you
it.
easily tell? How do you?
You can very easily tell. One, it's an all boys school.
You know your children well enough.
No, first of all, they're young and they have like big backpacks, and they're usually like coming out of like sports practice or whatever. So like they'll have like sports stuff,
Sure.
And also they look like 15.
Anyway, okay, fine. Continue.
Yeah. So you can spot them from a mile away very easily. I want to run them over every time I see them. I fucking hate these kids so much. They're such assholes. They'll throw themselves in front of the car to get me to stop. Like I'm going like 20 miles an hour.
I never stop. Every time, just murder. Every single time, straight up.
It was actually
kill
really,
their asses.
it was actually really funny. I was one of my last
Shifts.
one of my last shifts at school, I picked up a few kids like at the caf, and they were going to their own their dorm, and they I saw the prep kids coming out, and I hadn't talked to these people. I don't know who they are or anything. I'm just driving. I'm taking them to where they're going, and the kids try to get in front of the car, and I just swerve right out of the way. I don't even really stop. I basically don't even slow down. I get out of the way, and they're like, I could hear them in the back. I'm like, fuck you, come on, just pick us up. And the kids in the back that I was with was like, whoa, that was crazy. That was crazy.
The kids in the back just coming all over the place.
Do you usually pick them up? No. They weren't talking directly to me. They were like, they said, I wonder if the prep kids are allowed to take the shuttle, and just me, just talking because I hadn't talked in like 2 minutes. Just speaking up, I want to fucking run them over every time I see them, and they burst out laughing because I had not said anything before, and it was just me wanting to kill these kids because
the
they're
kids
really
in the
annoying.
back took a break from ejaculating and just sort of whoa,
Yeah,
totally killed my boner.
yeah. No, hey, it depends on what you're into.
I guess so.
Yeah,
I don't discriminate.
teach their own.
If murder gets you hard, I'm not going to judge.
Well, I'll judge the murder.
You'll judge the murder?
I'll judge the murder.
Are you a judge?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yep.
You went to law school?
perhaps.
Damn.
You have no proof. Oh shit, I need proof though.
Yeah, you have the burden of proof. Fuck you.
So these prep kids are so fucking annoying. Not only they only need to go a very short distance. They could easily walk, and they're all fucking athletes. They can just walk. They're kids. They can just walk.
Wow.
If I bring them into the car, not only do I have to travel a short distance and then drop them off, one, they're smelly and I hate them. They smell like ass because they're children and they don't use deodorant. Two,
This is Alex's general opinion of kids.
yeah, no, fuck
Kids are smelly and he hates them.
No, specifically these prep kids. I'm sure whatever kids are. Actually, I don't know. Who's to say? To each their own. But if I bring these kids in the car, if there's someone else that actually needs a ride, the car is full and I can't bring them in. Sorry, these children are going somewhere. I know you have a walker, and I know that like you need a car to take you somewhere because that's a point of the shuttle. But sorry, these 13-year-olds like really just wanted to come in the car to go, like 100 feet. Fuck these kids. I hate them so much. I want to run them over.
That's a great way to end that episode. Fuck kids.
Donate $5 to fuck these kids.
No. Just any other way to phrase that would have been better. Any other way.
Donate $5 to help me run these kids over.
There you go. That's better.
Let's go.
Better than fucking children.
Yeah.
Donate $5 to fuck a kid.
Eric looked directly into the camera.
Anyway.
But yeah.
All right. That's going to be our ending point. We have an Instagram. We have a TikTok. We have a Twitter at whoaskedcast. We have a YouTube channel, Who Asked ? Where you can watch videos of us saying this dumb shit. And we have a website, whoaskedpodcast.podbean.com, where you can find all of our episodes, all of our socials, and all the platforms on which you can listen to us.
And we have an email, whoaskedcast@gmail.com. If you want to give us would you rathers, unpopular opinions, topics, conversation topics, just like even something as simple as this, some like ask me anything kind of things, we'll do it. whoaskedcast@gmail.com. Yeah.
All right. Bye.
That's staying in. That's 100% staying in.
Holy fucking shit.